everyone, Dr. Manisha Joshi from Pune. As promised, I am back again to discuss with you yet another hormone in the hormone series. And today I am going to discuss with you not just one hormone but two hormones, because it is just not possible for me to tell you about one and not tell you about the other. And I know you guessed it right. They are FSH and LH, follicle-stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. And they are like the two faces of the same coin. In a woman's body, both these FSH and LH are secreted rhythmically and they control the reproductive system. Now, the fascinating part of this is that these FSH and LH are not secreted by your ovaries, but they are secreted by a very important tiny endocrine gland situated in your brain, which is called as the pituitary gland. Another fascinating fact is that it is not that you have the same FSH and the LH the entire day. These secretions fluctuate depending upon whether it is daytime or nighttime. And not only this, also what day of your periods you are. So what is it that all of us girls wish for? We wish for having regular, painless, good amount of flow type periods. And we also wish that out of the number of follicles that are there in the ovaries, one follicle starts growing every single month as you start your periods, and then this follicle keeps on growing and becomes a dominant follicle. Now all of you should know this, that which is the hormone which plays a very important role in the growth of this dominant follicle, and that is your follicle stimulating hormone. The word itself tells you FSH. So if you want good dominant follicle to be growing for a good size towards ovulation, you should have good secretions of FSH. Now let us continue the story. Now you have good amount of follicles, there is good amount of FSH, and also the follicle is becoming dominant. Now what is the next step? The next step is that this dominant follicle now needs to rupture to release that beautiful egg which can lead to a pregnancy. So who does this for you? The second hormone, that is the luteinizing hormone, that which you called as LH. So if your pituitary gland is going to secrete the right amount and a huge amounts of LH at that right time, when the dominant follicle is ripe in its prime, then it's good for you. What is good for you? That you are going to ovulate. So this dominant follicle will rupture, the egg will be released, and it will be ready for reproduction. Now that you have understood how much this FSH and LH, both of them are important for you, so that you have the adequate follicular growth and you have good ovulation every single month. Let us understand how to take care of this FSH and LH. Is it so difficult? You need to take in a lot of pills or some injections? No, not at all. It is not difficult at all. So what is that one thing you need to do? It is that you will need to keep this calm. Now, I know it is difficult at times. There are people around, there are situations happening in your life, in your personal life, in your professional life, and you do find it sometimes really daunting of how to keep this calm. You have your anger issues, depression, irritation, frustration, shouting spells. I understand all that. So there is music which heals, visualization techniques which you can bring into your daily life, also meditation, exercise, timings to be followed. All this gives you that balanced, peaceful state of mind wherein you become in control. You learn how to control your emotions in spite of the people and the situations around you. What this brings is, this creates a positive impact on your brain, and then your pituitary gland starts secreting the right amounts of FSH and LH at the right time. And then you have balanced hormones, and then these balanced hormones will create good follicular growth. Good follicular growth creates good ovulation, and you become successful in conceiving. So girls, if you have abnormal LH or FSH levels, either they are too high or they are too low, or your follicular studies is telling you that you are not creating good amount of dominant follicles, or you're not ovulating, then you need to understand that you need to take care of this. You create balance over here, and this will create balanced hormones for you. I wish you luck.